particular combination of insulation and shell layers that you ultimately find comfortable is going to depend on the average daily temps. We went through that, the weather stuff. It's going to be determined by the winds, which are going to bring wind chill factor into play, and snowfall conditions, how much snow is falling, what its rate of fall is. And even more importantly is you to be aware of your personal considerations, of your personal degree of cold tolerance, how you treat, and also it's not just your basic cold tolerance. You got to realize that the first couple of days out there, you are not going to be inured to cold weather, and this is going to take it out of you and make you colder. You also must consider the fatigue factor. You're going to get tired, you're going to get cold, you're going to have, all these things. Food, when you eat different food and you're in rough conditions, all these things are you're going to have to make sure that you have the proper insulation to take care of the transition. Okay guys, we're covering the basics here, and I had to take a little break, chill out a little, and I'm thinking of worst case scenario. What's the worst thing that can happen in the high Sierras? And you got like blizzards. You can get a blizzard coming in. And if you know what you're doing, you can deal with that. You can hunker down, bury yourself, dig a snow cave, or bury your tent in snow and get through that real easy. And the other thing that I think is really worth noting is continental cold air mass from the continental center plains of the U.S. moving westward up the high Sierras. Okay, and that is an extremely dangerous condition. And the reason it's extremely dangerous is it brings very, very, very cold air. This air has come down from the Yukon, from northern Canada, and spread over the continental United States, center plains of the U.S., and then every now and then it moves west instead of east or dissipating. And if it moves into the Sierras, it's going to bring really cold temperatures. So you got to consider this. What is the worst thing that can happen in your snow camping environment? What's the coldest stuff? What's the blizzard, the hurricane, the earthquake? So I wanted to just point that out, that you're going to have to also consider what can you withstand in your setup, buried in the snow or not buried. Let's say you can't bury in. Let's say you get caught in an exposed position. You have to put your tent up in an exposed position. What can you survive in an exposed position inside your tent, inside your sleeping bag, inside every piece of clothing you have? Okay, and the continental cold air mass will probably draw that out of you if you're up in the high Sierras. So consider that scenario for your particular location. Okay, now during extremely low temperatures, such as when a continental cold air mass moves onto the east end of the Sierras, temps can drop to below zero during the day, and crazy wind chill factors can develop. Well, I'm talking about 50 below zero. So you got to, consider your worst case scenario. Of vital importance to the comfort and safety of any backcountry traveler in the wintertime is their first aid kit. Now, for me, a first aid kit is really vital, and my first aid kit is tuned toward me, as yours should be tuned toward your particular personal proclivities, previous injuries, arthritis, or whatever. Whatever bothers you has to be included in your first aid kit. In my case, you're going to find my first aid kit comes with lots of gauze. All right. The reason is I've got 2 bad knees, so the knee brace, the big liberal wide ace bandage, lots of gauze. Now, I also carry the standard stuff here, which is, gauze, butterfly bandages. I got my old U.S. Air Force case, which I keep in a waterproof Ziploc plastic bag. And I keep butterfly bandages. I keep a burn cream. I also keep a supply of Neosporin. And lots of stuff. Well, for me, ibuprofen and codeine are vital. If my knees go bad, or if I have any one of my previous injuries really kick in, the ibuprofen and codeine are vital. And as you can see, I've tailored my first aid kit to my specific orthopedic needs. Now, we're going to move on to the personal stuff, and I find that sanitation on the trail in the wintertime is vitally important. So you need your toilet paper, obviously, but you must have your ass clean. You're going to be wearing your clothes for extended periods of time, and you're not going to be sweating. If you do this right, you're going to be maintaining a constant metabolic and body temperature. So baby oil to clean your butt is vital. Having a comb to keep the tangles out of your hair works really well. Mini toothbrush and toothpaste is vital, and some stereo wipes for emergency conditions. You never know what's going to happen on the trail. So let's see, is there anything else here? Oh yeah, I guess I'll include my little pocket knife, and that's my ultimate weapon on the trail. So let's see. Oh, for personal items too, you got to go for what you need at hand. And so I always utilize a little butt pack. Let's see what kind of little treasures are in my little butt pack here. I was traveling with a buddy of mine. I gave him a whistle and bought one for me so I wouldn't lose him. Now, always bring a compass. Now, this is my compass and thermometer. I'm really good with setting dead reckoning courses with this little compass. But if you're not comfortable with that, then I would suggest, getting your nice little fancy compass and such. But I'm very comfortable in the location I'm at for dead reckoning. And now the compass isn't just for direction. Now your compass is also going to ascertain time. When the sun goes over the prime meridian, it is noon. I also record the compass points of sunrise and sunset and the astronomical time of those locations. So I can locate the compass using the sun and ascertain what time it is using the compass and the sun every day. And that's really important. So compass is a good idea. What else have I got in here? Okay, the bug spray is going to be removed. Speaking of removal, bug spray is gone, okay? It's done. Bear-proof food container, done, baby. 5 pounds out. That's the Garcia. It weighs 5 pounds. My water filter, done. Don't have to worry about any of that. So some of the very heavy gear I'm taking up with the winter insulation and the winter gear is going to be offset by dropping stuff. Okay, you're still going to have to keep your lip balm. It's going to be cracked, dry lip conditions. And if it is clear days, and don't mess around with this. If it gets clear at high altitude during the winter, you need sunscreen or you're going to get fried. Okay? And then my druthers is 2DG lighters. Now this is my basic kit. I keep one of them, actually one or both of them are in a waterproof Ziploc at all times. Okay, so that's my little personal kit. That's personal kit with a safe first aid. And oh yeah. Glasses. Don't forget, if you're turning into an old man like me, don't forget your glasses if you want to read your map or read a book. Add a book. If you're going winter camping in midwinter in the high Sierras, you get snowed in, and you may be snowed in for 2 days. You bring a book. Or else have one in your head that you can review. You got it.